Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our stream. We apologize for being a little late. We had we had life.
They had to wake me
Blame
up
Nick.
from the dead.
Yeah, sorry guys, I blew a red light to get here. So without further ado, welcome back to our Waterdeep Season 3 stream. We are now not in Waterdeep, but we are yeeting ourselves out into the outer world. It's pretty dope. I am Nick, and I play Droomstick Harry Pelt. I'm Minotaur, and I'm Fighter. But am I Dancer? No.
Live your dreams.
Live your dreams.
I'm not holding you back.
I have Performance, so I could.
Please just become a dancer.
Oh my god, yes! Please, I will let that happen.
I remember the conversation we had about why you had a performance.
Oh, because I had to, I think it was because of dancing, I'm pretty sure.
No, it was Campfire Stories, if I remember right.
Oh, that's right! Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh, damn. Okay, dude. Campfire scene? It's gonna be lit. So, with that anticipation in mind, I'm gonna pass it off. Let's do Oliver. I'm gonna switch things
Okay, I
up.
thought you were gonna pass it off to me, and I was fucking chewing.
Nope, it's mine. I'm Oliver. I'm also Warren Woodbrook. That's who I play. He's a human inquisitive rogue. And the party's nanny. That's pretty much it. I'm taking them all to Candlekeep on a field trip to get Droomstick all fixed up because he couldn't take care of himself.
It's so true. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
Just dead for a couple minutes, and he immediately sells his soul. So
I have a problem.
Yeah. And Warren's gonna fix it. Now we'll pass it off to Sky. We're gonna leave the one eating cake for last.
That was a weird whisper, but okay. Hi guys, I'm Sky. I play Lestara. I'm a wood elf sorceress. That just looks weird. I vanish in
So
and out.
hang on, rewind that a little bit. When you say just looks weird, what makes Lestara look so weird?
I just pop in and out of shadows at random times.
Oh, okay. So it's you are weird,
Yeah,
not
I'm
you look weird. Okay, all right.
I mean, I can look weird too.
Well, I just want to establish, what's going on.
Yeah, so
It's mostly the facial expressions, but nobody else mentions it.
Yeah,
It's polite.
I randomly pop in and out of games because I have a horrible immune system. But now I'm
I
gonna
should've
pass
left
it off
that.
to Jess.
Who's taking a break from eating cake solely to do this intro right now? I'm Jess. I play Blazing Fire of the Great Jungle Clan. Ooh, first long name intro we've gotten in a while. It's just one of those kind of nights, apparently. Apparently, so it's going to be one of these kind of nights that I'm going to talk really fast. But that's fine. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen tonight. Should be interesting. I hope we get some dancing Minotaur at some point, though, because that sounds like fun.
Do you ever know what's going to happen?
Sometimes I have a general idea of what might happen. Whether or not we ever fucking go that way, I don't fucking know.
All right.
But I just don't know tonight.
Because I truly relate to that. I'm DMing this game, and I have no idea what's happening most of the time.
You should have more of an idea than we do.
That's a myth. There's really a thing that happens, and anyone who's DM'd significantly in the past will attest to it, is like the more you plan for things to work out in a specific order, if your plan is linear, A, B, C, D, your players are going to find a way to jump right to Q.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go over here to 4, and then they're going to explore some of the Greek alphabet. Because it's that's the way it works, and I love it. So I don't try that hard to paint the road too far ahead.
Alright, but anyways, let's give things to Kevin now.
Speaking of a road, you guys are currently on one. You have recently left the village of Long Saddle after you found it floating. Not your fault, not your problem. So you didn't deal with it.
Yeah.
But while you were there, you did meet a couple of eclectic wizards and tracked down the ecology of the Burbalang inside a wizard's crazy mansion complex thing. Book in hand, you now know that you can get into Candlekeep and find the answers to many questions you might be having at this point. What is a soul? What happened to Droomsticks? Where can I get more about this Doomathorn guy?
Do Burbalangs have an ecology?
Yeah. But as we start right now, you're about a day away from Leyland, which is the coastal city that you've been traveling towards. It's on the Sword Coast north of Waterdeep, and your general plan was to catch a boat and go directly south to Baldur's Gate from here. After a brief encounter with a Catabellus in the swamp on your way here, it was mostly uneventful. And that last night out there before you can get to Leyland, you do your normal thing where you set a fire and spend that time talking, and I'm sure Dreamstick's going off on a story, something you've probably heard at least 3 times before, but he tells it well. When you notice Lestara is seated with you, you have not seen Lestara for quite some time.
I thought you were dead.
I mean, I am. Do you look at this hair? Like, it's all over the place. I was in death.
Yeah.
Don't
so,
ask.
Did you meet the ghost then and Mittens? Because we could have used some help. Blaze almost died. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I was in my own hell.
Okay.
What was this hell?
I don't know. It was all black. I don't remember much.
That sounds great for you, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, particularly because in the other room, in the wizard place, I couldn't find any, shade. So I was like, but then after like 2 days, I think I got crazy.
I don't think that's anything new. Which is worrying.
Lestara, give me an Arcana check.
Oh, it might help if I get dice, huh?
Yeah, I've heard I wouldn't say they're necessary to play the game, but they are highly recommended.
All right. I'll just do a roller then until I get my dice. Arcana, +3. Okay. It is a 16.
Okay. So, we talked briefly about what your experience was like.
Yep.
But this is the first chance you've had to catch your breath and actually think about was going on without being in that stressful environment of being where you were.
Yeah.
You're almost certain that was the plane of Shadow, the Shadowfell, which is where the Shadow Dragon had torn away from several sessions ago. The way your shadow powers have been working, you're fairly certain at this point that you will someday be able to travel back and forth to the Shadowfell with frequently as you like.
Hopefully be able to see more.
Yeah, you don't have a real good understanding of what the Shadowfell is right now. You haven't done that. You haven't found out that information yet. But you know it's there, and you've got a connection to it, and you're. If you don't figure this out, that sort of thing that happened to you before could happen again.
Great.
So, Lestara has been returned to you.
I'm a
Now-
great prize.
Oh, joy.
Anyone else have anything to add to this campfire?
Where's Drumstick?
He's just talking to himself over there, telling himself that story that we all love so much.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. As out of character, is Lestar bringing up that she's been in the Shadowfell and all that, or are you just keeping that to yourself?
That's up to Sky. How much you want to share about your experience?
I'm gonna process first, and then once I process, then I'll share a little bit more.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess I'm gonna read this Burbling book a little bit, see what's so special about it.
Okay. You're not going to be able to get any major chunk of it because it's a large tome with illustrations.
Drumstick will like those.
But let's go with investigation check to see if you can find the summation or the interesting bits.
Okay. Assuming there are interesting bits about Burbelangs. And if so, I found them because that's a 24.
Okay.
Hello.
First thing you find is like an essay the author made on how they progress with their research. He found a way to quickly and easily enter the astral plane from his own personal space by weakening and other places. It made it discount cost to explore other planes.
Oh, I love discounts.
And he brushes off some of the concerns of those around him that this might make things unstable in the general area of his tower, up to and including the possibility of floating.
Yeah, well, I guess he's escaped justice on that one.
It then goes on to talk about Burbelang, and they're kind of like they're kind of goblinoid in nature, but they're native to the astral plane, and they infest the bodies of dead gods. Crawling all over these bodies, searching for secrets that they sometimes actually find. And then the author posits that should a Burbelang ever be something to be captured and tamed, or at least communicated with, the knowledge they possess could be earth-shattering.
Well, we'll write that down in an itinerary. If we ever see a Burbelang.
Part number 2, shatter my earth, please.
We'll ask him if he can do that. I don't know, maybe.
So yeah, everything there, like you've done quite a bit of reading in the past, and this, the author here, at least until the last couple of pages where things get a little like they're a little bit more scribbly, and you can kind of tell that hunger and insanity are kind of creeping into the narrative.
Yeah, even if we'd given this guy a pen and let him finish it, come on. None of this stuff at the end is useful. Who knows where it would have gone? It would have been...
he was just hangry. Like, give him, like, a steak and egg.
It's a little bit too late for that. He's a ghost.
The last 2 pages are nothing but the repeated phrase, "What are clowns?" ?
What
Just again and again and again and again.
Drumstick, can you answer this question for us?
What are clowns? Clowns are us. We are all clowns in the eyes of... I don't know. I was gonna say some random god, but, like...
Speak for yourself.
I am
Turn into a clown when you see
shocked,
some dwarven
betrayed.
architecture.
I am
For
hurt.
fucking proof.
I cannot believe this fuckery that has happened to me.
Can you really not believe it?
I believe it wholeheartedly that it is happening.
It's a plausible story.
True. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna clap, and then I'm gonna say,
Oh.
so this knowledge is great, and I think we should probably, before handing it over, save it.
How do you suggest we do that?
Make bullet points and copy it down. What the fuck do you think I'm talking about?
It's a big book.
We're gonna eat the book, okay? Like,
Okay. Look, I will take some notes. There's way too much here to make a copy. I will take some notes of some interesting things.
just bullet points. We don't need anything big. Think of it
What?
as a ye old PowerPoint.
I just want you to know that I am busy with other things. Just in case, I'm still working on that novelization of our adventures in Waterdeep in case we need a backup book to give Candlekeep, you never know. And on that same note, I might add, I'm currently accepting bribes to portray you all in positive lights.
Okay, hold on. How much money do I have? I will bribe you. I'll give you 2 gold and a big old kiss.
I'll let you keep that 2 gold.
So you want the kiss? Oh, okay.
No.
You realize that all of you are quite wealthy.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. Take 10/8 of my wealth, please.
Yeah, I mean, the offer you've just made me, is probably going to find its way into the book. I hope you're happy.
What? 2 gold and a kiss?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
As long as you're okay with people knowing that about you, it's fine that you.
Bro, I'm okay. Listen, that is my character arc. Okay, let the people know.
Then you know what? That's going to be page 1. The first time I met Droomstick, he attempted to kiss me.
Yes. That's great.
Now that conversation takes a whole nother tone if he's talking to HR.
Don't tell.
Okay, so that conversation fades off into the night. The next morning, when you guys are up on the road, the sun's not getting very high in the sky right now. You're pretty far north, so things don't. The sun never gets high in the sky up here. When you get on, come up onto the village of Leilon, it's kind of at a perched on the side of a small coastal mountain peak, and out to the north, mountain peaks on the south. To the north, there's this giant mud flat, and it's kind of one of those places where the mud goes right out to the sea without ever really. It's hard to tell where the mud flat stops and the sea starts. There's some areas with reeds. It's pretty thick out there. This is not what you come to. Waterdeep has some mud flats, but this is intense. And just by Warren doing his normal judge the efficiency of how things work, it would be a pain to get ships directly into Leilon. Now, you can see 3 ships anchored off the coast, but they're about 2 miles out.
Huh. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit easier to just walk up and get a ship and take off this afternoon, but we're going to have to figure out what's going on here, because I'm not swimming out all that way.
We could fly.
No. I'm so good on that. No thank you.
I love that. No.
I would swim.
Oh my god.
I've never seen a cat that wanted to swim so badly. That's strange.
I know. Dang, maybe we should send
swim
her.
Over fly in a heartbeat. God fucking damn.
Okay. let's put both of those in the
Let's-
backup plan category.
Maybe swim
No.
flying or fly swimming?
The town has a pretty thick earthen rampart stretching out around it as a defensive formation. There is an open gate where the road comes into the wall, so they're not trying to. In a case of defensive scenario, they would need to plug that gap
Right.
quickly. That's how they're set up. And when you look out through the town, most of the buildings are relatively new. They're baked mud bricks with thatch roofs. They've got goats, sheep. A lot of them places have like fishing nets that are drying out. The rest of the place looks like it seems to be dedicated to mining or ore processing.
No, if we're lucky, there'll be some sensible people, aka dwarves, around. We
God,
can
here
have
we
some
go,
good
being
conversation for
racist
once.
again. I mean,
I try to include you guys in this conversation, and just like, oh, he's going on about the dwarven stuff again, blah blah blah.
Well, I mean, it's totally fair to say that.
You
only
could
like
be
it so much because you got
enthused.
hypnotized that one time.
So
into
you say.
loving
I don't
it.
remember that.
Yeah, of course you don't.
I
You wouldn't want to remember that fact.
you said we were there for hours and hours. I don't know. I just remember walking in there, just finding the treasure, and then leaving. It was easy.
God, I
Is that
wish
what
it was
happened?
actually that easy. The one time we have to babysit Warren instead of him trying to babysit us.
Drumstick, whatever they say, that is what happened.
oh, okay, I believe you. Them, I'm confused.
It's fine.
You're always confused. It's fine.
Hey, don't at me. You're very true, but like,
Bitch, you've been added.
So
fuck.
that's the conversation you're having as you walk through the gates of Leylon.
They're
Yes.
just like staring at us like, what the fuck is that?
And this is definitely village size. Less people here than you saw even in Longsaddle. But when people overhear your conversation, they kind of piece together who you are,
Oh.
and you can see that look of recognition of those are the people who found the Dragon Horde.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God, I really hope they don't notice us. If they do, I can start moaning really loudly in hopes that
No.
maybe okay.
Last time you tried that, it brought the catablux
That's
closer to us.
true.
Right after you're kind of saying that, I'm not sure if you say that out loud or think it, but either way, as soon as the thought crosses your mind, you hear some kid talking to another person beside him is like, yeah, that has to be Drumstick. Who else could it be?
Oh, boy.
Way to at me, kid. I'm
Hey,
gonna like, I'm gonna like,
flex.
I'm gonna like stop, and I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna be like strike pose, and then I'm gonna see what happens. Oh, that hurt my back. Fuck. Ow. Ow.
So you look over, and there's these two kids, maybe 6, 8 years old, kind of like leaning on a stone fence on the side of a sheep pen. And the one just like reaches down and grabs a clump of mud and chucks it at you. Then they laugh and run off.
Can I dodge it?
Whether it hits you or not, yeah, it doesn't matter so much. Your choice.
Okay. I'd rather it not hit me, and then I'm gonna get really sad, and I'm gonna be like, oh well, they couldn't handle these guns. Ugh, so tight. And then I'm just gonna leave it at that.
As they run off, I'm gonna call after them.
I'm gonna run off.
No, I'm gonna call after them and say like, "Oh, nice job! You know he likes that stuff."
Shut your whore mouth.
Broomstick, you gotta come on. Just tell them you like it, and then they won't
God,
think that they one upped you.
I love being a dirty boy. Yes.
There you
So
see, was it that hard?
Oh,
those
shit.
kids go running off.
All over my desk.
those kids go running off deeper into the village.
They run
You
for
find
3
yourself-
miles.
You find yourself in front of there's a large sprawling building that looks like it's got so many different construction styles to it. It could not have been built all at once. I think Sky has frozen or glitched out hard.
No,
Boy.
I'm right
Um,
here.
No,
Your
Uh,
camera
just-
is not looking good.
Just let it be.
Oh.
It's fine.
you're pixelated, and oh yeah, we're going blocky green. It's all great.
It's fine.
Oh,
It happens.
that's cool.
It's a new style. It's 2020. It's a new webcam style.
It's a new webcam style on the new computer.
All right, I'll let it go.
Yeah.
So you find yourself in front of this large sprawling inn. Looks like pieces of this building have been demolished, repurposed, added on to, possibly just merged as things grew in different ways. And it has a placard flying out front, Sword of Leylon Tavern and Inn.
Leylon. Nope, doesn't strike me as familiar. How about you guys?
Nope.
I've never been out of Waterdeep. I have no idea.
Layla. And I'm just gonna keep saying it like quietly over and over to myself.
You do know Leylon is the name of the town.
Yeah.
Oh. No. Yeah.
Broomstick, are you okay?
That's a good question. I don't
Did
fucking
those
know.
did those children hit you on the side of the head and you've lost all your memories?
God, where
Oh.
was I? No.
At
New
least
character
he came-
story.
You know, at least he came back with all his memories.
If I didn't, I would fucking sob, even though I wouldn't remember a thing.
You
Well,
know?
you are missing all the memories of while you were in hell.
Yeah, the
that's
useful
fine.
ones to help us out of this
Ah.
situation.
That's true. I lost all of my muscles. And now I'm back with just...
But you
Plain-
don't remember you had extra muscles.
Fuck!
He can
You
can
just
feel
feel
it in his
weak
soul.
now.
God, I
Like,
I
your
feel
peak
like
is
an
behind
asshole.
you. Like, that's the kind of like gnawing on it that hell experience is having on you after a while. It's just like everything used to be better than this.
God, it makes me want to gnaw on myself. Oh, God. I mean, wait, no. That's the wrong type of gnawing experience. Never mind, I'll shut up.
All right, I'm going to construct a cone to go around Broomstick's neck.
Cone of shame.
Cone of anti-gnaw.
So we should probably go inside and
Probably a good idea.
at least ask them how to get a ship. I don't know if we need a room, but since there's no ships here right now,
Would it be wise
So
to get a room?
let's find out and see what they say about getting a ship.
Okay.
Then we'll decide.
Okay.
Unless you need to take a nap. Do you need a nap?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't think he's
Okay.
sure.
Stop.
So when you enter this in this tavern's main room, the place has low ceilings with open rafters. So drumstick, good luck.
Do I have to make a roll?
No, but you know, the chances of you banging your horns on one of these rafters are pretty good if you're not paying attention.
It'll just be like... like my head will kind of be tilted back.
just gonna push through.
Yeah.
Duck down, you dumbass.
No.
The tables here are big, wide tables. This is like the kind that you could get. All the tables here look like they'd seat 10 to 12 people. Everybody that's in the tavern here is spread out among those tables, and a lot of them are like groups in 3 or 4s, but just on one side of a table. But it's that this place looks like it could house a significant percentage of the entire town if it needed to.
Nice.
Hell yeah, rude.
So when you guys find a table, you're occupying maybe half of it. You've only sat down for a brief time. before a young boy runs up. As you're new here, how can we help you?
Well, we could use something to warm to eat. What do you serve here?
We've got goat stew and fish stew.
I'll have the goat stew.
Ooh, goat
I'll
stew.
take fish stew. Not to
Right.
be stereotypical, but
Not to be
Or-
racist or anything. I'll.
Orders are taken.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead now if you got something to add.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I was gonna take the goat stew, but I'll let you guys continue.
So he rushes off with the order, returns a few minutes later. Stew bowls are big, large bowls. These look like lumberjack meals.
Oh hell yeah!
So with the exception of Drumstick, you're all looking at this like that's way too much.
I'll certainly dig into it and give it a try. My thanks, good sir. Who runs this establishment?
That would be Master Bill.
Master Bill. Well, if you see your master, tell him we're from Waterdeep, and we've been traveling. And I have to admit, as someone who used to work in some taverns and inns back in Waterdeep, and now runs one kind of,
Wow.
this is the first
Wow.
place that I have felt at home at since leaving Waterdeep.
Wow. Wow.
So he's like,
Ignore the rest of them; they don't know
so he's
who
just
they
gonna
are.
nod
where they
all
are.
that, and he's just standing there politely. Uh huh.
He doesn't give a shit, Warren.
just get off his dick. Jesus Christ, Warren.
Okay.
I am. Look,
Wow, tonight's
I'll
bully
check back
Warren
on you in a
night.
few minutes. See if you need
Jesus.
anything else. I'll be right back.
Okay, sure.
Do we continue bullying Warren? Is this?
I'll have you all know as soon as he leaves. I'll have you all know I'm not BSing. This place is pretty nice. We've been out on the road without bathrooms or anything
You're
for a while.
such a pansy.
Oh my god!
Finally back to
Honestly,
civilization.
one time roughing it, guys. My fucking panties are in sweat.
You know, I've been cooking for you all every night, and you guys better watch out. That's
That's
all I'm gonna
true.
say.
Yeah, what are you gonna
What
do?
gonna do?
Poison our
Poison us
food? You
all?
poison your own too.
Not
I
if
can make
he's-
separate portions. I'm the cook.
You know, he's got a point. Let's continue pissing him off so death comes swiftly.
I mean, if he poisoned us while we're out on the road, what is he gonna do? Is he
Go
gonna make
home.
it back to Waterdeep by himself?
Yeah.
So your
I'm reluctant to say
your
yes.
table banner is interrupted. A man who can only be described as pompous and puffed up
Oh Jesus!
Oh god.
walks up to your table. Now he's dressed in like noble style, but you can tell it's a few years past in style. It's new, but not in style anymore.
Oh
Mhm.
god.
And he's got that posture to him where he actually thinks that other people judge him by his posture, by his posture.
Oh god. Gross.
Quith,
His name is Quith.
are we gonna go with Quith? We can name him Quith.
Oh my god, yes!
Alright,
Such a
Quith it
pompous
is.
name.
All right, he's Quith now.
What was his original name?
Peladorn.
Quith.
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 So he's just standing there. And he's got like the hand tucked in jacket thing going on
God.
too.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I'm
He's hiding
quite
stuff.
surprised to ever see you here.
Why?
Hello.
Hello, why?
Well, you are the heroes of Waterdeep.
Well, we're heroes, not the heroes. There's plenty of heroes in Waterdeep. They come and
I
go,
don't even know that we're heroes.
We're heroes, yeah.
I applaud your humility. It is so absolutely sincere to see someone who is so humble.
Oh,
Clearly,
yeah.
you're not.
Well, and why should he? Have you noticed in all this stretch of wilderness with the mud outside, there's finally a bastion of civilization where we can have a good goat stew.
Yes, and we thank Lord Neverember for it.
What's that?
Oh.
He's which Lord Neverember? We met one of them.
The bastard son, I'm sure.
Yes, we have had some dealings with him. He seems like a good guy.
Degalt Neverember brought this town everything we ever needed.
Except for us. We brought ourselves,
Shut up, Warren.
Wow.
Oh my god! Shut up.
You're the one making fun of his establishment, all right? Jeez.
I
You're trying to tell me
didn't
to shut up.
make fun of anything.
He
Bullshit.
is fuming.
Wow. Way to go and piss him off.
Yeah. What business do the heroes of Waterdeep have here in Leyland?
Leyland. Sorry, no.
This guy is our business. As you might notice, he's not quite well. I promise you he's not normally like this. We're headed to Candlekeep to get him taken care of, because he needs some help.
What kind of help?
Some severe
Mental
mental assistance.
Fuck.
So you want to book passage on a ship south?
We were hoping it would be more convenient than just going there straight.
What if we go there
Well-
gay?
Too late for you, Drumstick.
Ah, shit, you're right.
I regret to inform you that right now there are no ships booking passage.
I see. And do you know when there will be ships giving passage?
As soon as there's an ore shipment worth sending.
I see. Those two ships in the harbor, what are they doing out there? Well, if you can call it a harbor, I suppose.
Whoa.
Well, shade.
They're waiting. Holds emptied.
Why are they empty? Have you not mined anything?
We've mined plenty, and it's sitting at the mine, waiting to be loaded onto rail cars that never arrived because Lord Neverember was run out of Waterdeep by people like you.
Oh.
First of all, we had nothing to do with Neverember Senior.
As you spend his money.
Well, it wasn't really his money. It was the city's money. We've never taken anything from Lord Neverember.
I personally, it wasn't. I don't know anything about this, so I'm just gonna kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In any case, I don't think you need to worry about loading all your ore onto your trolleys or whatever. Broomstick, go on, get out there, start moving it.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna flex, and I'm not gonna hurt my back this time. And I'm gonna be like, oh fuck yeah, finally! And then I'm gonna like head right towards it. I'm gonna get up and go like, see ya, and then I'll stop. I'll turn around. I'm like, which way? I need directions. I'm lost.
He points out a window that looks out over the mountain, and he goes about 5 miles up the trail past those trees.
Oh, sweet. Can I try to climb through the window out and then, like, dramatically fall on the ground, then get up and start walking?
I don't think the window is big enough for you to get through.
He can try.
I mean,
Let him try.
I've seen him get through doors. A lot stronger.
No property damage, please. Drumstick.
I mean,
No, all the property damage. Do it now.
No, I'm gonna
Be Kool-Aid Man.
I'm gonna fall out the window.
If you truly want to help, go to the mines, sort out what's wrong. Maybe we can get you on a ship. Whatever it takes to get you meddling fools out of here before you make things even worse.
Sounds like a plan. And I'm just gonna turn around, like, I'll wait for you guys outside, and I'll just kind of be like this, going out like, like horns dragging on the ceiling.
Bend your fucking knees.
No.
I'm just gonna look at Chris and say, I would say he's normally not like that, but he is. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna, like, you'll see an arm and a finger stick out from the doorway, just like, fuck you. Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll go handle whatever sort of shipping problems. I don't know. Look, we run an inn back. Well, not an inn. We run a tavern back in Waterdeep. I've worked at several inns. If you guys can't even get your shipping going, I don't know what to tell you. We'll handle it. I want you to remember though, that money did not belong to Northern Everember. We didn't run him out of the city. It's the city's money. And if you don't like it, you can give us our meal for free, because that's what the money is.
Oh my fucking god.
The entire tavern is silent.
I'm just gonna stand up, put down enough money to cover everybody's meals, grab Warren by the arm, and start heading towards the door.
I'm just gonna be still sitting at the table, just like
Lestara, come on, please.
like drama.
Before Warren gets one of us shanked.
Okay.
As I'm being pulled out, I'm like, look, it really is a nice tavern. Okay, geez, relax, everyone.
Okay, at least I can suddenly disappear at random times. Yes.
Oh, Rex
What
the
were you
Hammer was a
given?
bad
I
influence
want
on
one.
you.
Huh? I don't
What were
know.
you given? I want one.
It's
I don't
like
know
a
what it
birthday cake thing. I don't know. It's a snack.
Look, okay, I was being sincere. It was a nice tavern. They had to make it weird. It's not my fault.
Considering you're supposed to be our babysitter and I had to drag you out of a tavern before we got you said something worse is sad.
It would have been fine, please.
Do you not know how to deal with people not liking you?
Obviously not.
They don't
Thank
even
you.
know. They don't know us. They don't like that we took some tax money from the sewers of Waterdeep. If they got to know me, I'm sure they'd like me.
That's debatable.
All right, let's get this done before Drumstick gets lost.
Yeah.
Okay. So
He's already lost in the
you
void,
eat half a
apparently.
lunch and you're off to the mines? Is that how this is working out?
I guess so. I mean, if they can't get their frickin' shipments to the ships and the ships need to sail, we'll go find out what the problem is and get Drumstick to haul it.
So, as you're walking out towards the edge of town, and you're pretty sure you got which trail is going in the direction of the mines. A group of 10 men who are clearly miners start walking down the road towards you.
Don't make eye contact. Just keep going.
I mean, they're probably coming to say hi. I don't.
No.
Oh my
It'd be
god.
weird if we just try to walk right by them.
Alright, have fun.
And
You first.
they just keep trudging on and have no intention of stopping or greeting you or whatever. And the one guy who's, as he's walking past, just pick over shoulder, can't work. Mines are haunted.
Well, okay, let's turn back that way.
How
Are
haunted
you
are these
scared
mines?
of ghosts?
Can't work. Mines are haunted. Like, haunted bad. Serious bad.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
Let's go back that way towards the other people.
I think we just figured out that Lestar's scared of ghosts.
I stood.
Wow.
I paid enough time by myself in the dark place. I don't want to go back.
I thought you liked the darkness.
Yeah.
No, I need a break.
Oh.
The star is weird.
Well, this has been a lot of
I'm
character
not-
development in like 5 minutes. That's why I know more about you now than I have for how long have we known each other?
You don't want to know. You
All right,
don't want to know.
Let's go find the foreman or something. There's got to be someone in charge here that is a little bit more friendly than Quith.
Casper. You want to go find Casper?
How about give me an investigation check?
Okay.
You're looking around town for someone who has information about a topic.
This one's a 13.
Okay. You ask a couple of casual questions, trying to get the lay of the city and figure out what's going on. And sometimes people will ask a basic question or two.
Oh,
as
Jesus
soon as-
Christ, Nick!
What?
That was freaky. That light
Scared the
angle.
shit out of me. His face popped him in the dark.
Okay. So, as soon as people realize who you are, they stop being friendly.
Nice. Just how I like people.
And what you're picking up here is that DeGault Neverember funneled a lot of his embezzled money through here. And
Okay.
then, in general, they're loyal to him still.
I mean, again, everyone here in the town, we didn't take his money. We took Waterdeep's money and gave it back to Waterdeep.
From
I'm
their
sorry.
point of view, it was already their money. They were on the good side of that graft, and were reaping the rewards of being friends with the rich criminal.
Well, they should probably make some new friends that aren't criminals, and maybe that'll last them a bit longer.
It takes you a while to track down someone who's actually involved in the mine and willing to talk to you. And it is no surprise to Warren that the first person who wants to talk to you is a dwarf.
Finally.
Oh my god.
Jesus
Finally.
Christ.
And he's got a. You've seen a lot of different like clan heraldry. Like you can pick out a lot of the common ones. You know, clan battle hammers, foaming mug, and a few of the others. But this is one you haven't seen before. It is a star behind a mountain with a fish.
Hey,
Okay.
get a load of this, Blaze.
And he's got that tattooed on his shoulder pretty prominently.
I'm going to. What's he doing when we find him?
When you find him, he's trying to convince. He's talking with a bunch of miners, and it looks like he's trying to convince them to continue working.
I'm going to call out in Dwarven and say, we've been looking for the foreman. Does anyone know where this foreman is around here?
A couple of people's heads pop up because they hear you speaking. But he's the only one that obviously knows what you were saying. He walks up to you, and he gives you a good once-over. I'm the foreman. And you are...
I'm Warren Woodbrook, from Waterdeep. You may have heard of me. Apparently everyone else in this town has and is not fond.
This is all true.
Yes, well, it happens that way sometimes. I'm familiar with several dwarf clans, but not that sign on your arm. Where are you from?
I'm my clan's of no great importance, but we've been working these mines for hundreds of years.
Ah, so you're local.
Aye.
Well, I'm glad to finally meet someone in this town who I can converse with. We've been having some troubles.
There's a lot of trouble going around.
Yeah. We came here to get a ship, and they tell me that the ships aren't moving because the mine's not producing, or rather, it is producing, and it can't get to the ships.
Yeah, things have gotten complicated for us. Normally, they have a system of ferries that'll take the ore out to the ships to get loaded. Pain in the ass. It's slow, but we've got a good quality product, and we can ship it to Waterdeep quickly enough to make a profit. But a couple of weeks ago, we broke into some new tunnel, and that's when things started to go bad.
Bad how?
We had a couple of accidents. We had a cave-in. All stuff that could be, normal risk of the job, just bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
So we made our proper devotions to the gods to seek better favor, and went back to work. I have a good crew. They went back to work for me. And then the first body appeared. Well,
Nope, I'm
most
out.
most of a body appeared. It was missing its skin.
Oh, yeah. no,
Okay.
I'm
Damn,
definitely
that's
out.
A little strange.
not hot at all.
That was the first of 4.
Okay, and they're all missing their skin?
Yes.
Interesting.
It must be the guy from The Shining.
I don't know what that is. But
oh, sorry, I meant the not The Shining. Fuck. Silence of the Lambs. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm a failure.
Now, we have run into a couple of ghosts, and I don't remember any of them skinning anyone.
Can I make a religion check?
Sure can.
Let's see. What is it going to be? 14.
14. There's a ritual nature to it.
Yeah.
You can't place any specifics on it because you're dealing off of a story here. There's absolutely a ritual nature to what he's describing.
Okay.
And it's not so much that you can't think of anybody who would flay someone, it's that you can't narrow it down.
Oh boy.
You've got the cult of Baal that mostly works out of Baldur's Gate. He's the Lord of Blood and Murder. Malar is a feral, savage beast lord. Lovitar is the goddess of pain, and that's not even getting into like minor demon cults or also Rands on the divine spectrum. So there's quite a few names that are popping up as possible culprits. Possible elven, dwarven pantheons as well. There's a lot of people. But clearly there is a ritual nature to what you're seeing or hearing.
Well,
Nah,
a little bit ritualistic.
I can't convince any of them to stay on. Nearly my entire crew's already back here in town.
Well, I will admit, if people down there keep dying in such a gruesome manner, it's probably best if the mine is cleared out temporarily. But maybe we can go down there and find out who is actually skinning these people. I don't think it's a ghost.
Oh, God, skin me, Daddy.
Doesn't seem like a ghost thing to me.
I love that at the beginning of our time together, Warren was like, no, ghosts aren't a thing. Look how far he's come.
Look how
Now,
far he's
I will admit, ghosts are a thing, and this doesn't sound like a ghost.
I've known what a ghost is. I've seen what a ghost is. This is not one of those things.
Did you ever tell any of us about your father?
No, I probably haven't. I probably haven't mentioned that.
You know just as much about Warren's father as you do Lestara's time in the Shadowfell.
I mean, I'm not really hiding it. It just didn't feel like something that I would just bring up randomly. Yeah, so I saw my dad's ghost the other day. Yeah, pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, by the way, like totes, like not a big deal or anything, but
this halberd haunted.
Yeah, maybe I should try to hide that.
Check this shit out on Antique Roadshow.
Yeah. So if we can figure this out, bring something up for the guys to see that they're not going to get skinned down there anymore. Is that going to maybe get things moving again?
Please.
If you can get this mine operating again, I will guarantee you whatever you need.
Okay. I think.
God, that makes
we can come to a deal.
Quake.
We're gonna head down there and check it out. There's something else I want to discuss after we get back, though. You guys were backed by the senior Lord Neverember, who's currently not doing that anymore.
Correct.
Can I take that to mean there might be some investment opportunities in the town right now?
Hell yeah, Warren playing it up.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the mine when I hear him say that.
Warren, the
Have
true
fun.
player. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be cheering you on, man.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't involve myself with that. I am contracted by the city to operate the mine to fill the city's coffers.
Right. Well, we'll go check out the mine. If you could afterwards just introduce us to someone in the city who makes these decisions, maybe put in a good word if you're happy with our work. I'm just saying that if everyone's so pissed off about this guy whose money you were getting, maybe you could use a benefactor who's not a criminal and is an actual businessman. Might be helpful.
If you can get that mine producing again, I will have nothing but good things to say about you, my good friend.
Great. Then let's go down and check out that thing that's not a ghost. Oh, okay. And afterwards, we're going to go get a drink. I'm going to tell you about some great carvings that I've seen in Waterdeep.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh my god.
Warren, shut up.
That can wait. That can wait.
Now, Warren, you're aware that you cannot. You've got quite a bit of money, but you cannot throw around Lord Neverember money.
No, but I can invest some of it.
Yep. Okay. I just want to make sure that you were moving in on the entire city.
Stop shilling out our fucking funds. We'll do it
I
smartly.
Paid for your resurrection.
What's that, Mr. Zentarium contacts?
I'm shutting running my mouth now. You got me. Fuck.
Oh, I love you guys. So Warren, you seem to have taken the steering wheel for a moment. What's your next play here?
We're going to the mine, and we're gonna go find the thing that's not a ghost. I don't know.
Okay.
Presumably They said they broke into some new tunnels, so we're probably gonna have to find our way down there somehow.
Okay.
It better not be a ghost.
Warren being Warren, I don't think it would fail to escape your notice that you are currently ill-equipped for underground encounter. You're equipped for road travel.
That's kind of racist. I mean, oh wait, no, it's not.
Well,
I love the confusion on everybody else when he said that.
I'm going to assume they have humans working these mines, so there must be some sort of lighting apparatus we can make use of.
Okay, so you're just expecting to find supplies along the way.
I would hope so. I mean, it's good enough for the miners. Hopefully, it'll be good enough for us.
Okay. The road up to the mine is a decent quality road. And you can see that there's an area laid out where they were starting to cut a path for a rail cart. But they're maybe halfway through the initial preparation stage for that rail line. You haven't seen a single piece of rail, just the bed, most likely for it. And that includes 2 small bridges going over mountain streams. So there was some significant money put into this project already. And you can also kind of judge, now that you've had a little bit more time to look out the city, that there's a lot of empty buildings. The population of this town may have also been significantly higher when the money was flowing fast. When you get to the mine, the first thing you get to is this camp area where there's a wooden stockade fence around both the mine entrance and then a separate one around a series of cabins and other buildings. Now, everything here is pretty rough and rustic. Nothing here was built for a vacation experience. So these cabins are going to be freezing cold in the winter and horribly hot in the summer. It's not going to be a pleasant place to work. What you don't see, though, is anybody left.
Yeah, 4 people end up skinned. Doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, usually they say fits the charm, but you know.
I don't think that with skinning that would be a thing.
I don't think that applies to getting skinned.
I'm pretty sure after number 2, you're probably slightly done. 3
Damn.
and 4 is just a fucking nope.
3 and 4, it's like, well, maybe it'll stop soon. You know, it can't go on forever.
I think that's after 1. You think 1's a freak accident, that somebody's a dick. And once you hit 2, it's like, what's this?
Wow, who's the
3 and
dickhead
4
who
is
skinned that dude? Like,
Now, how does that translate to just body parts if it's not an entire body? Asking for a friend.
I think that's probably, I don't want to say less concerning than an entire skinned body, but I feel like that's slightly less concerning.
Even if they were showing up in your own home.
I mean, unless you find like 4 arms, it probably means it's only 1 body if you only have 2 arms, so it's not like 6 people, it's a single person.
I was gonna say,
so it's slightly less concerning.
I was gonna say, it's like, it's kind of inconvenient because then you have to take away moments from your day to clean it up, and you're just like, fucking god damn it, like, bullshit.
I feel like that's significantly more messy.
Yeah.
Star, how's that cloak feel?
What?
How's that cloak feel?
Well, at least it's not a pair of ears either. Just the whole skin.
Oh
So
god.
I'm happy.
Ear skin.
So, in what's becoming your style, you're having this conversation as you walk. And Warren, your eyes are darting back and forth, but you're not seeing any signs of life here. At least no humanoid life. Squirrels, different critters going on, but no people. When you get to the second, where's you're going to explore next? Let's put this in your hands.
Little Warren, lead the way.
I might want to do a cursory inspection of the cabin area just to make sure that there's no evidence that anyone has been there, I guess, recently that seems like they might not have been fleeing.
Okay. So there's a couple of cabins. It's going to take some time to do that. And you can judge by things. If you're going to do a thorough search of the cabins, it's probably going to be nightfall before you're done with that.
I'm going to assume that these attacks haven't been happening at night, just because I don't know how late the workers would be in the mine. I think we can probably just give the cabins a cursory examination. We don't have to really tear them apart.
Okay. The first two cabins you search, looks like a lot of gear was grabbed quickly. Cabinets are hanging open. Foot lockers are just kind of sitting there with their contents rooted through.
Are there any Payless shoes? Oh, sorry.
There's a lot of stuff left behind, but none of it you would describe as valuable.
Right.
There's a cloak hanging on a hook, but just looking at it, it probably wasn't their best cloak. When you enter the third cabin, this one's it's darker. The windows just aren't facing the right direction to catch light at this time of day. But Lestara can see there's no problems here.
This is my cabin, you guys.
You are afraid of the dark now.
Over on the far wall, in a section that's just covered in darkness right now, and you're attuned to that well enough to know that none of the Drumstick. Do you have dark vision?
I believe I do. I think it says I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay. You enter the cabin last. Lestara, you see this over in the darkness where you're fairly certain that no one else can see it yet. And there is a bloody body pinned up on the wall.
I'm going back out that way, you guys.
What did you? What happened?
Just keep going. Just keep going. You'll be fine. I'm gonna just throw up out here.
What is? What?
I'm going to enter the room, and I'm going to try and figure out why. First of all, why you're freaking out.
Okay. You smell it as soon as you enter the room.
Oh,
there's blood.
What's that smell?
And blood is one of those things where that sensation triggers a whole bunch of childhood stuff.
I don't like these memories.
And this time around, it also triggers a whole bunch of that missing space. Like that time you were dead had a lot of blood involved with it.
Guys. And yes. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. And I'm gonna get on the ground, I'm gonna fall to the ground and get super sick. and I'm gonna like try to hold back puking. I'm like, guys, I'm not okay.
Oh, but leave?
I'm on the
Come
fucking ground,
join
you
me.
bit. Like, you're being so rude to me right now. Like,
Just leave?
Oh.
Like,
I'm
Okay.
gonna walk up and I'm gonna hold Droomstick's hair and pat him on the shoulder. It's gonna be okay,
oh,
Droomstick.
what a champ! You're helping me puke into the toilet. Hold my
Okay.
hair.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this one of those scenarios where you are comforting Droomstick while you are scanning the room for threats?
Yeah, I'd like some light in here, please, because I can't see very well.
Right.
I'm
You could
just
use
gonna
some light.
cast light on a stone I have in my pocket.
Okay, I was
Okay.
gonna say, did you want
So
light
you
or
cast
light?
light on that stone, and all of the shadows melt away in an instant. And on the far wall, pinned with 2 large nails, just one in each wrist, is this skinless, bloody body hanging on the wall, dripping a puddle below it.
Is this fresh?
That's pretty.
The
fresh
blood is still
body.
dripping.
It's still dripping.
Oh,
must
so
have
that's
just-
body number 5.
So yeah, what was that you said about the 5th one's the charm?
Yeah.
Well, we're technically, I guess, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cover my nose. I want to approach this body and I want to make an investigation check or whatever I need to attempt to determine whether or not there is a clearly fatal wound on this body or if its
Okay.
skin just got pulled off.
First thing I want you to do is give me an insight check as you approach the body.
Okay, I can do that.
Lick the bear muscle.
Um, that one's gonna be a 13 because I was disturbed by.
Okay. You don't smell anything that strong. Droomstick's reaction is obviously to something scent-based, but this is no worse than any other dead body that you've been near.
Right. Okay.
The only difference is the amount of blood that's involved. Now, you wanted to...
I'm looking for a wound. Like, obviously it's been skinned and it's bleeding, so it's dead. But I'm trying to determine whether or not there's a wound that suggests that it was killed and then skinned, or if it was just skinned and died.
Okay, let's call this an investigation check.
That is going to be a 15. Yeah, 15.
Okay, 15?
Yeah.
You find no specific wounds. What you do find, though, are all across this body are slices that are parallel to each other, about an inch apart.
Interesting.
And these slices don't go very deep into muscle tissue. And for like they don't go. Yeah, they're not deep.
So I can presume they were done either just to spill blood or to cause pain, I guess.
It was absolutely purposeful that it was done this way.
Okay. Now, you said it was staked to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it's? Is there? Can I tell whether or not its hands or feet might have been bound at any point?
There's nothing here that would suggest they were, but the skin is removed, and that's normally where you'd see evidence of things like that.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back to everyone. I'm almost certain this
You're not
was
going to
not
turn back to everyone. Lestaria's outside.
Yeah. How cute.
I'm looking in Lestara's general direction, even if she's not here. Ghosts. This wasn't. I'm certain this wasn't a ghost. This was something else.
We can hope it's not a ghost.
Ghosts don't do the whole pulling the skin off and the little cuts. This person was tortured.
How do you know? Did you interview a ghost? as I yell outside.
Yeah, we interviewed one in the Wizard Tower. You should have been there. It was nice. Tried to possess Blaze.
I'm gonna try and shake it off, kind of get up and be like, I'm assuming it's still fresh. It's
the scent is strong, but it's not coming at you a surprise right now, so you can kind of handle it better.
Yeah, no, it's pretty fresh, but Drumstick, I mean, I would have assumed you're used to this kind of thing.
Let's just say this, for some reason, kind of awoke some bad memories that I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we should step outside.
So, hang on. Semi-private moment here with Nick. Does Drumstick not remember his childhood?
He remembers bits and pieces of it. He doesn't remember all. It's like I'm hitting. Mainly, it's a flashback between when I was younger and the time where I don't remember, but it was recent. And those are the two feelings I'm getting from this room.
Your childhood involved a lot of raw meat.
For better or worse.
I'm not eating that, by the way, if anyone wants to know.
We weren't gonna make you eat it, and the fact that you think we were concerns me.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, you guys are kind of bullies when it comes. I'm just kidding.
Do you want to eat it? You're more than welcome. I'm not gonna shove an arm down your throat.
Blaze, Warren, and Lestara, if you hear this, give me a history check.
I'm good at those.
Or any other check you think might qualify for Minotaur lore.
Minotaur lore.
History is probably good enough for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't think of anything else.
Oh, never mind. I got a natural 1, which is a total of 6.
Okay.
I got an 11, a 12 minus 1.
Okay. Warren, Drumstick is virtually all you know about Minotaurs.
Yeah, I've intentionally blocked out anything I might have known previously after meeting him.
Fair.
Blaze. Minotaurs feature in a lot of legends, and for the most part, they are ravenous beasts.
Yeah.
Many people
so hungry all the time.
Yeah. Now, your experience with Drumstick is completely counter to that. He's a different type of.
I'm gay.
I was going to say that as unintuitive as it sounds, Drumstick actually counts as sophisticated.
Shit.
Thank you. God,
yeah, that's
amazing. I love you.
Something you'd never think you'd hear.
Yeah.
So, back to the bloody corpse nailed to a wall. The spikes are just simple metal tent spikes. Nothing fancy about them whatsoever. They just look like they were something that was easy at hand.
Right.
As far as you can tell, and it is a little difficult without skin, but the body appears to be human.
There's a lot of blood, but obviously no bloody footprints. I'm going to assume I would have seen those.
No, you don't see any. You don't see any sign of struggle. You don't see any trail of blood. You definitely don't see a room that looks like someone has been flayed.
Right.
There's no splatter marks other than what's dripped.
That's actually really weird.
It is. I'm also... Now, I still don't think it's ghosts. I'm going to continue assuming that whatever is doing this came from the mine, like they're all guessing. But considering this body has been brought outside of the mine, even if it wasn't killed here, I don't know if we can rule out the possibility that it's not the miners themselves that are responsible for this, or at least a miner.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you think that a miner is the one doing this?
I'm saying that it's possible. I'm
But-
not saying that I
God,
think
those
that
people
just yet.
under 18.
Yeah, it was probably that kid. We solved it as the kid from the end. Let's go arrest him.
Oh god, yeah, it's
Figured it out.
6-year-old.
Yeah, yeah. Kid with mud ball, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's go fuck them up.
Mhm. Yep.
Then the town will enjoy us.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, no, it's just something we should keep in mind that
Yeah.
this might be a someone instead of something. We still need to check out the mine though.
Yeah. It's probably the best place to go.
And let's leave the body here. We don't need to go messing with that until we've actually checked out.
I mean, I wasn't gonna take it with us personally.
You want to put it in a
No.
bag?
Oh, fuck, sorry.
I mean, I was thinking more of taking it down and covering it up because it's respectful. But that, I think, let's just leave it until we can do a better job.
Yeah, just so we don't end up fucked over ourselves. I don't want to have it
I'm sure we'll be
like we get marked by some heinous thing for touching what might be a sacrifice.
Your aura sight is coming back clean.
Yeah.
There's no magical aura on this whatsoever. So you are fairly certain that you would catch some type of aura if it was well into the process of becoming undead.
Yeah.
If it was enchanted or cursed in any way.
Yeah.
So this is, as far as you can tell, completely non-magical.
Okay. Let's
I keep forgetting you have that aura sight.
let's just head down into the mine and see what we can find. Hopefully we'll find some horrible creature down there. Otherwise, this is going to get a lot more complicated.
Yeah, if it's not some thing instead of a person. Yeah.
Okay. So the mine here is question for Warren. I know you've studied dwarven history, but what do you know about mining in general?
Probably not a huge amount. I might know a little bit about how they build a mine architecturally, but not the actual process of mining. The only reason I'm thinking of this is because I do remember I met that dwarven architect, like the stonemason person, at the party and was pretty interested in what he had to say. So I might actually know something about architecture specifically.
Okay. So we're going to say it's in that part where you would recognize the name of a tool, but not necessarily know how to use it.
Probably, yeah.
So yeah, stuff like that. Okay.
Sure.
When you walk in this mine, the first thing you notice is that structure-wise, it seems like everything the support work here is almost overdone. Like they were erring on the side of caution when they put all of the support work in for the mine entrance.
Yeah, well, dwarven farming, they're not going to cut corners.
And it's nice and wide. Height wise, Droomstick can move through this tunnel entrance without too much problem.
Oh, good.
I wouldn't want to go do any jumping jacks, because that ceiling's not that far above your head.
Huh. Currently, Droomstick is not in the mood to be doing jubilant jumping jacks, so he's good for the time being. That is. Though I have to ask, is there a possibility I could get myself stuck to the ceiling?
There are ways to get yourself stuck into or onto things.
I recommend not.
Well, if I need to get off the floor and, just kind of like keep myself away from, like, you know how in the cartoons they keep themselves up from, like, touching things, you know?
Yeah.
The floor is going to turn to lava or something?
No, the floor's gonna turn to a skin creature that'll steal my skin.
By the way, Nick, you have had a long rest since the last time you've clicked the long rest button.
Oh. Aha. Oops.
Dumbass.
That goes for the rest of you too. So you should be all full
Okay.
rested and complete right now.
Yeah, I'm no longer at 40.
I mean, that's pretty much all the HP I have.
Shut up.
The entrance to the mine here, this is super quiet. Your experiences underground before, in the Waterdeep sewers, and even in the upper levels of Undermountain, there was noise somewhere. An echo of a noise far away that was still something. But here, the only sounds you hear are the ones you make.
Ooh, scary.
Well, Doomathon, if you're listening right now, if there's a secret in this mine, we're going to make sure it stays buried here.
Wow.
When you just come around a little bit of a corner, you see an area where the tunnel makes a fork left and right. Stone wall directly on front of it. And there's a series of blood smears on this wall. And it very clearly looks like a bloody hand was just drug across this. It is 9 curves, one after another, all curving the same direction. It's like someone was fanning out a circle, connected to a central point, with another line going down from that.
Does this mean anything to any of you guys? Because I have no idea.
I just see blood.
Can I make a check?
Yep. I assume you mean a religion check?
Yes, sorry. You know when you just forget to say words.
Can
I
I
know
do a
almost
check?
nothing because I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Can I actually take a stab at it?
Sure.
Okay. I'm not good, but, you know, hey.
You make it better than a 6.
I got a 6 minus 1, so that's a 5.
Oh my fucking god! We're beautiful people.
Just
Fair.
your golden die is fucking me right now.
What about Lestara? You've been around a little bit. You've seen some things.
Yes.
How much knowledge do you think you might have of unusual symbols?
Probably not much, because usually when I go away, it's either to like a place where there's like nothing. So.
Okay, but yeah, throughout Lestara's history, though, you've had a series of things where trouble seems to have found you, right?
Yes, that's true.
Okay. So you've had encounters before, most of them bad.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check on this, or a religion check, whichever you feel is better.
Okay. Arcana's +3. Well, let's go with that because religion is +0.
How'd that work out?
18.
Wow.
Okay.
Doing better than us.
All right.
Mhm.
Over the years of Lestara's life, various groups have come up you trying to recruit you. You just have that basic gothic aura, which means supervillains want to hang out with.
Oh, yeah.
And
stalkers want to stalk me.
Yeah. And you've seen a symbol like this before of that 9 curves connecting at a central point. But the way you remember it last looks more like this image incoming.
Oh.
Okay.
And it is the symbol of the goddess Lovitar, the goddess of,
Did you say pain?
I said, pain.
Okay.
And the moment you realize that is where we're going to stop tonight.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Yeah, I wasn't entirely intending to bring it this closer to a horror bend tonight, but it just kind of, as we were going on, it just felt right to lean into it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Might as well,
That
yeah.
is so fair.
So I hope I didn't do any surprise body horror and anyone who was not expecting it.
No.
But yeah, that's where we're going to pause for the week.
Neat.
Now, Jess, there was a week coming up where you weren't going to be around.
Yes.
Oh, when
Wow,
we
it's not.
Toxic.
Yeah. We won't. Me, Guy, Nick at least. It's the 17th of next month.
Okay, so that's in February.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's the convention.
okay. So maybe it was someone else who said they had a January date they couldn't make.
That was Rosie.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rosie can't make January, sorry.
In any event, between now and our next session, you can track me down at Evil Sales Ass on Twitter. We'll be back here Friday night for Derek's Matthias Curse game. We'll run our Curse of the Azure Bonds game on Sunday, and back here for more of the area surrounding Waterdeep, Chapter 3.
Yes.
And as is my most frequent statement after this, Nick, what about you?
So I think for me, wait, did you? Oh, you are. Did you do your Twitter handle?
Yep.
It
Yeah.
didn't sound like you did. Sorry. Yeah. So Blue Aura. Sorry, Blue Aura 94. I'm really fucking tired. Like I'm literally super close to passing out. Blue Aura 94 YT on Twitter as well as the Carpe Nerdus page. Or Blue Aura 94 on PSN because I'm playing lots of Minecraft and fucking loving it. I'm exhausted, so catch me in those dreams of yours. So I'm passing it off to. Let's go to the right of me, and we're going to go to Sky.
Hi. You guys can catch all my shenanigans on Twitter at FizzleWizzle.
Catch me outside? Sounds like where you're going with that.
Catch me outside.
You could catch me outside.
You want to go?
Let's go. Oh, all right. I'll just be not complaining about work because I actually like my new promotion now.
Good.
Yay.
It's amazing how much a small change can mitigate
Can
how
improve,
much life
yeah.
at work sucks, yeah.
But I just recently got over, the quadruple illness. I had the flu, I had a chest infection, I had an ear infection, and I had tonsillitis.
You had
Titsilitis.
tits?
I had titsilitis.
So
No,
that was
like-
fun.
It was efficient. You were getting all the infections out of the way at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's pass it off to Jess.
Hi. You can find me at Sweet Ninetails on Twitter and Instagram. I don't know, besides working on cosplay stuff and going to work in about whenever we're done with this. I don't got much else going on. I don't know. I'll
Alright.
one day actually post cosplay progress on my Twitter. I'm gonna do that before I leave to go to work.
Fair enough.
Because I can.
She doesn't do it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do it right after we
Wow.
get off call. Fuck off. I'm gonna pass that off to Oliver now. While I go on Twitter.
Yes, she will go on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. You can't find me there. You can find me in our Discord chat. Links down below. You can find everyone else there as well. I'm not the only
Mhm.
one in there, surprisingly.
Oh my god, you can find me there. Yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Yep.
Yes.
Nick, we should add a Marvel Strike Force tab to Twitter because I have a couple of friends that aren't in my alliance that I want to drag into
Ah, fuck yeah, dude. Let's get them in our addiction, honestly.
that.
Yeah, in any case, that's all for me. I can be found in there, and that's it.
Alrighty, folks.
Fair enough.
So that looks like is it. We will see you next time. I think this Friday, maybe.
Friday, I believe.
Alrighty, we'll have a
But-
great night. What?
Shut it down.
Oh my fucking god! Absolutely hate you.